Make some noise for Quresh Savliwala.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. So it's like towards the end of March now, right? So if you had any New Year's resolutions, you know by now, right? If you were gonna hit it. But when I was making New Year's resolutions with my friend, he came up to me, he's like, hey, you do a lot of gambling, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I wanna get into that this year. I'm just like, do you wanna add a vice as your New Year's resolution? Like, I don't think that's how it works. I haven't heard from him in 2 months, so I think he's doing a great job, I think he really got into it. But no, I do gamble a lot, and you can do a lot of things other than betting just on sports, right? You can bet on some crazy shit. Like, for example, you can bet on who Bill Gates' next wife is gonna be, and the favorite is Greta Thunberg. Which raises a weird moral issue, right? Because it's like, is Vegas fucked up for making an 18-year-old girl the betting favorite to marry a 67-year-old guy? Or am I fucked up for putting $100 on it? I threw $5 on Pete Davidson too because his love life is unpredictable, to say the least, you know what I mean? No, but when I was making my New Year's resolutions, I was like, I'm gonna hit the gym this year, It's classic, right? So I signed up for a gym. When I went there, they gave me like a free personal trainer session. So then when I was in the session, they're like, hey, so like, what are your body goals? And I was like, oh, I just want to like wear my Pokemon shirt in public without people thinking I'm a virgin. Right, because if you're like a big, fit guy and you wear something nerdy, then people are like, wow, he's so confident. Look at him. I'm gonna go blow him right now. I'm gonna go do that. But if I do it, then people are just like, wow, he's probably never felt the embrace of a woman. I watch a lot of porn. I'll admit it, I'm not scared to admit. I think a slight porn addiction is required to do stand-up comedy anyways, so I think it's pretty good. But I'm at the point where I start to have opinions on like the male performers, you know what I mean? Like it could be my favorite porn star, but I'll see like who's she doing it with, and I'll be like, I don't really like the way he treats her. Like, as if I could do a better job, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm actually at the point where I can recognize him by dick alone. I can see the thumbnail and be like, no, that's Johnny's tip. I recognize that anywhere. I know that mushroom. I figured, it's time to meet a real woman, probably. So I've been on those dating apps, they're tough. But there's a new one out there, it's called Muzmatch. It's for Muslims, right? And so I joined that ad, but I see a lot of ads about Muzmatch. I saw 2 on a commute once in a row. The first one, it said, like, we've polled 60% of our women, and they say that the most attractive job is doctor. And I was like, all right, that ship has sailed. We're done, we're past it. And then I saw another one that said, like, most of our women would date men under 6 feet. And I was like, all right, did you hire my fucking mom to write these? What's going on right now? I swear the next one's gonna be like, they don't even care if your beard doesn't connect. I'm just like, all right. But being Muslim and I'm from New York, so like it can be tough sometimes, right? Because we did some weird shit like 20 years ago. I forgot, personally. But I was walking with my Hindu friend once, and like someone yelled out to us, like, hey, go back to Iraq, you terrorists. So then he goes like, hey, I'm Hindu. I'm like, did you just fight Islamophobia with more Islamophobia? Like, you could have very easily said, no, not all brown people are bad. But instead you were like, no, dude, I'm cool. Fuck this guy. No. So I'm a dog owner. Guys, I don't know if we have any dog owners here. Yeah. I have a chocolate Labrador Retriever. Yes. She was yellow at first, but dogs take after their owners. But, she's a dog, right? So she loves to, like, smell piss, shit, and garbage. And being in New York, that's just the floor, right? So whenever we're on a walk, like her nose just doesn't leave the ground. She's just like, right? She looks like a cocaine addict. So then I'm just like, oh, when did you get into finance? Maybe you can help me with my taxes, you know what I mean? I feel like if I took her on a walk on Bourbon Street, though, she'd come out of that cross-faded. Like, that's... You guys are fucked up. That's a terrible walk on the street. But, you know, living with a dog is fun, especially now from COVID. A lot of people are working from home now, right? So I get to stay with my dog. But one time, I got locked out of my apartment. So I called my super to, like, let me in, and he's like, no, I'm in Russia. I'm like, all right, that's not a work-from-home job, but you need to be here for that. And he's like, you can call a locksmith. I'm like, all right, I'll call a locksmith. So I called a locksmith, and they usually ask, like, hey, so once we get in the apartment, we're gonna need proof that this is your apartment. I'm like, all right. So we get in, and then my dog is like growling through the door. We get in, and then suddenly she's happy. She's happy to see me. So he's like, oh, okay, so like, I know you live here. This is your dog. I'm just like, dude, this is a Labrador Retriever. I could have been fucking anyone, dude. All you have to do is like say hi to her, and she'd be like, you must be my new dad. All right. Fuck that other guy. I'll show you where his valuables are. Fuck that piece of shit. All right, well, that is my time. Thank you very much, guys. I'm really glad to be here.